Ravens fan, have you noticed how much pressure Lamar Jackson is under lately? But this time, Stephen A. Smith has taken things too far. He made a shocking statement, putting all the responsibility on Lamar, even with the team missing Zay Flowers. Now the big question is, will our quarterback be able to silence the critics and prove his greatness in the playoffs? Stick with me until the end, because I'll tell you everything about this controversy and how it could impact Lamar's performance against the Steelers. You need to know what's at stake. Go Ravens! The Ravens are having a special season. With a record of 12 wins and only 5 losses, the team has established itself as one of the Super Bowl favorites. Once again, Lamar Jackson has shown why he's one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. Not only has he reached impressive milestones, like 4,172 passing yards and 41 touchdowns, but he also led an offense that's been a nightmare for opposing defenses. Alongside him, Derrick Henry has shined brightly, almost reaching another 2,000-yard rushing season with 1,921 yards and 16 touchdowns. This explosive combination has been the heart of the team throughout the year. Despite all this success, not everything is perfect. The team took a hit with the news that Zay Flowers, the receiver who won over fans and earned a Pro Bowl selection, will miss the game against the Steelers due to a knee injury. Flowers was crucial in many moments this season, with his ability to create explosive plays and be a constant threat to opposing defenses. His absence will undoubtedly be felt, especially in such a decisive game like the wild card round. However, the Ravens have proven to be more than just a one-man team. The strength of the offense goes beyond Flowers, with reliable players like tight end Mark Andrews and receiver Rashad Bateman, who always step up when needed. Additionally, the team boasts a defense that has stood out in recent weeks, elevating the team's level even further. This balance between offense and defense is what makes Baltimore so dangerous this season, even when facing adversity like the absence of such an important player. Now, what really stands out is how this puts even more pressure on Lamar Jackson. Stephen A. Smith, known for his strong opinions, made it clear he doesn't want to hear excuses about Flowers' absence. He believes that with Lamar's talent and Baltimore's roster, the quarterback needs to deliver results. This added weight on Lamar's shoulders makes everything even more intriguing, especially with Stephen A.'s statements pointing directly to the impact this game will have on number 8's career and legacy. Zay Flowers had a season worthy of applause. He came in as a key piece in the Ravens' offense and quickly proved his value, earning a Pro Bowl selection in his rookie year. With his speed and ability to create separation, Flowers was the go-to player Lamar Jackson looked for in critical moments. His chemistry with the quarterback was essential to keeping the offense dynamic and unpredictable, and his absence in the game against the Steelers is not just a technical loss, but also an emotional one for the team. Even without Flowers, the Ravens still have strong options to keep the offense effective. Mark Andrews remains one of the most consistent tight ends in the league, providing extra security for Lamar on short and intermediate throws. Rashad Bateman has shown improvement and could see more targets in this critical matchup. Additionally, the ground game with Derrick Henry isn't just one of the Ravens' best weapons, but can also help relieve pressure from the passing. While Flowers' absence will be felt, the roster still has the talent to move forward. The bigger challenge will be adjusting the game plan without their main deep threat. The Steelers know how important Zay Flowers is to the Ravens' offensive scheme and will exploit his absence to try to disrupt Lamar Jackson. This means the team will need to be creative and perhaps even more aggressive with the playbook to compensate for this loss and surprise the opposing defense. Baltimore has shown versatility all season, and now is the time to prove it's truly a complete team. With that, the pressure shifts even more to Lamar Jackson. Stephen A. Smith has already made it clear he doesn't want to hear excuses, and number 8 needs to step up. This game won't just be about overcoming the Steelers' defense, but also about responding to criticism and showing that Lamar can carry the team even in tough situations. Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back when talking about Lamar Jackson. During the First Take show, he stated that, with or without Zay Flowers, the quarterback needs to deliver a strong performance against the Steelers. For Smith, a player who has won the MVP award twice can't afford to justify a poor performance because of the absence of a receiver, no matter how important he is. This statement was received as a direct challenge to Lamar, bringing even more attention to his playoff performance. Smith's main point is simple: great players are measured by great moments. He reminded everyone that every other player in NFL history who won 2 MVPs also won at least 1 Super Bowl. So far, Lamar is the exception. And this game against the Steelers, where Baltimore is considered the favorite, is a perfect opportunity for number 8 to start changing that. Smith believes Lamar's talent is enough to overcome any obstacle, but expects him to prove it on the field. This added pressure could be fuel for Lamar, who has always stood out in moments of adversity. However, it also brings a risk. Any performance below expectations will be heavily criticized, especially after Stephen A. Smith's comments. This puts enormous weight on the quarterback's shoulders, but also creates a chance for him to respond to criticism emphatically. This matchup isn't just about advancing in the playoffs, but also about legacy. If Lamar can lead the Ravens to victory, even without Zay Flowers, he'll not only silence Stephen A.'s criticism, but also take an important step towards cementing his place among the NFL's all-time greats. Alright, we're already past the halfway point of the video, but before continuing, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. That's super important for YouTube to keep showing you my content, so I can keep bringing you the latest updates. So go ahead and hit that like button now. It's free. Alright? Let's continue. One of the reasons to believe the Ravens can overcome the absence of Zay Flowers is the depth and quality of their roster. The offense is not relying on just one player, and names like Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman, and Derrick Henry remain serious threats to any. Henry, in particular, had a phenomenal season, rushing for almost 2,000 yards and showing why he is one of the best running backs in the league. This offensive versatility allows Baltimore to maintain its efficiency, even without its key piece in the passing game. In addition to the offense, the Ravens' defense has been one of the best in the league in recent weeks. The unit has been playing with a lot of intensity, creating turnovers and constantly pressuring opposing quarterbacks. This defense has been crucial to the team's success, and now, in the playoffs, its importance will be even greater. A dominant performance by the defense could relieve pressure on Lamar Jackson and the offense, balancing the game against the Steelers. Another point that cannot be ignored is the work of the coaching staff. Head coach John Harbaugh has vast playoff experience and knows how to adjust the team in tough situations. He has proven in the past that he can get the best out of his players in decisive moments, and this will be another test of his leadership. Baltimore is not just a talented team, but also a well-coached, which increases their chances of overcoming adversity. All of this makes it clear that the Ravens have all the tools to win, but the expectations surrounding Lamar Jackson remain the main focus. The game against the Steelers will be the chance to prove that this roster is strong enough to move forward, even in the face of difficulties. For Lamar Jackson, this game against the Steelers is not just another playoff. It's a golden opportunity to silence the critics and take a significant step toward history. After 2 seasons as the league MVP, the number 8 still carries the weight of not having won a Super Bowl, something his peers with the same individual achievement have already. Winning this game, even without Zay Flowers, could mark a turning point in his career. However, the Steelers' defense will not make things easy. They know the pressure Lamar is facing and will do everything to force him into mistakes. This is the kind of scenario where great players shine, and Lamar will have the chance to prove he can lead the Ravens, even in tough situations. More than ever, he will need to rely on the talent around him and play smart, avoiding unnecessary risky plays. If the Ravens win, they not only advance in the playoffs, but also strengthen the trust of the fans and the team itself. A victory over a divisional rival under these conditions would prove that Baltimore is ready to compete for the title. And for Lamar, it would be a powerful reminder that he is capable of leading the team to the top, regardless of the circumstances. What's at stake here is more than just an advancement in the postseason. This is Lamar Jackson's moment to show why he is considered one of the best in the league and why the Ravens have everything it takes to be a championship team. So, Ravens fan, Stephen A. Smith really put the responsibility on Lamar Jackson, even with Zay Flowers' absence. But with the talent we have on offense and such a solid defense, the pressure is there, but the potential to shine is also present. Now, the big question is, will Lamar deliver the response everyone expects and silence the critics in the playoffs? Leave your thoughts in the comments on what you think will happen in this game against the Steelers. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because here you'll always be up to date with everything about the Ravens. Let's go together in this final stretch of the season